Want to speak real English from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at EnglishClass101.com.
Hi everyone and welcome to Topics with Desk.
I'm Desk.
This is Topics. This is already so weird. It's so good. We're going to try a podcasty sort of thing today. Podcasty means podcast-like, where we discuss something in English for fun. And you can hear what a real conversation sounds like. So anyway, today, thanks for coming, Kyle.
I'm Kyle. I was never Desk. I was Kyle all along. Thanks for joining.
Forever Kyle.
That's me, forever.
Forever 21?
I was born this way.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Lady Gaga has a song about that.
It's about all the Kyles of the world.
Yeah? She was also born this way.
She was born a Kyle, but she changed her name twice.
To Stephanie first.
Stephanie first, and then Lady Gaga later.
She was really cool with rolling with those sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We miss her. Me and all the other Kyles, we get together sometimes and talk about it. Like, man, she was a good Kyle, but now she's a great Lady Gaga.
Have you ever considered a name change?
My first name's actually Jonathan.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What a revelation. So why are you called Kyle? Wait, you just lied to us. You said you were always and forever Kyle.
Well,
we can't trust you. Desk.
Middle name Kyles count.
Middle
That's
name.
an important detail. Middle name Kyles count too.
I feel lied to.
Most people do, but you'll get used to it.
All right.
My parents, ask them.
Fine. Let's go on to safer territory.
Okay.
Let's discuss media. Our topic with Desk for today is to discuss the last thing we watched, the most recent thing we watched, a TV show, a movie. I suppose it could be a sporting event. But we can explain the details of that thing and then try to give just enough information so that the other person can guess what it was that we watched. So the rule of the game will be, we'll give the other person a hint. There will be a guess. If the guess is wrong, the hints continue. And we will try to continue until the correct answer is
the goal
reached.
to last longer or to be guessed first? Because maybe if you make the rule, the person tries to make the other person take longer to guess, then you'll naturally not give away important details.
That is true.
Yeah.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was born ready.
You were born Kyle as well. Okay. Okay, do you want to go first? I'll guess.
Okay. The last thing that I watched features a middle-aged man.
House of Cards.
No.
Okay.
Now is it your turn?
Oh, okay. The last thing that I watched features 5 men.
Was it Party of Five?
No.
It's not 5 men, is it? Party of Five?
I don't know. I never watched that show.
Okay. The last thing that I watched takes place in the East Coast of the United States.
Was it Groundhog Day?
No. Nice guess, though.
Yeah.
One of my
Middle-aged
favorites.
man, East Coast. Okay. The last thing that I watched has a special guest in every episode.
Oh. This is kind of cheating. If this is something we were talking about earlier, is it Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee?
No.
Oh. Never mind then.
Okay.
The last thing I watched, now I said it features a middle-aged old man.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, to be honest, there's lots of middle-aged men and women of all ages. I just didn't want you to get stuck on the middle-aged man detail, because I could tell when you said Groundhog Day, you're thinking things that are just one middle-aged man.
Well, you should say features.
The point was to make it hard for you to guess.
Uh-huh.
So my first clue helped in no way at
Okay.
all.
Oh, well, that's
Basically.
just fantastic.
I'm sorry.
I'll disregard that. East Coast. Was it Mad Men?
No.
Okay. All right. The last thing that I watched. The episodes take place in the south of the U.S.
Ah. I got this one. Fab Five. You watch Queer Eye.
I did.
Yeah.
Woo. Yes.
I win.
As they say. Yes.
A, I win, and B, Queer Eye's awesome.
It is awesome. It's
Yeah.
a good show.
It's a good show.
Did you watch the previous version? They used to be a show called Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
I haven't.
I watched that.
I want to.
It was more kind of entertainment driven. And while the new one is, like, of course, it's entertainment. It's a TV show. It's not just about, giving someone a makeover. But they're also actually talking about important issues related to race and sexuality and, your job and your position in society. And I was quite surprised, pleasantly surprised at how, it is a silly and fun show in some ways, but there's some depth to it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Have you seen the new one?
Yeah. I think I'm on about episode 3 of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree completely. From what I knew from the old one, which I never really watched, my understanding was it was just making over schlubby guys, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
And the new season is all about making people better, just in all sorts of ways.
Mm.
Improving how they take care of themselves, how they treat themselves and other people. And they pick people who are already making an effort to improve other people, and they're just giving them a push to bring them even further along in that process.
Yeah. And I was also surprised at how open the participants on the show were. I found it very interesting that they were choosing people that perhaps we might stereotypically associate as being very close-minded, like a guy from, who's very active in his church community, but was very welcoming to people of different backgrounds, or like a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
So these are kind of stereotypical, I think, especially white men in that area of the U.S. have this kind of stereotype that's associated with being close-minded. But the show is showing, well, no, people can be open-minded no matter what they look like or no matter what their backgrounds are. So.
And the South is, as you said, that is kind of a stereotype that people of the South won't be accepting of these certain lifestyles or what have you.
Mm.
And even some of the people that they help are on the political spectrum that you would definitely not expect them to be accepting of the Fab Five.
Mm.
But what you find is it's once people get to know each other and see how the other person works and how the other person thinks, then they see that all of our similarities are way more prevalent than all of our differences.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's good.
I really enjoy it. Yeah, you're on season 2?
Season 2.
Okay, I'm still in season 1.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to it.
So now we do rapid fire.
Yes, please. Rapid fire. Hint time.
Okay, and I'll try to make it progressively easier for you.
Okay. I know almost nothing. It's East Coast, and there are a range of ages with men and women.
I thought that was the point. All right, something a little easier.
To be fair.
There are some clues that will make it very easy. Do you want those, or do you want me to build up to them?
Let's go with the build-up. Yeah.
Okay. There is crime in the show.
CSI. New York. Miami.
The main characters
No.
themselves are criminals.
CSI. I know they're not.
With this many middle-aged guys together committing crimes, you might call it organized crime.
That one mafia show with the guys. It's called Oh,
The show's named after the head
yes, I know.
person's last name.
I know, The Sopranos.
Yeah,
You were
there we
watching
go.
The Sopranos
Yeah.
recently. I've never seen that show.
You should watch it.
Everyone seems to love it.
It's good.
Yeah?
It's the polar opposite of Queer Eye, where you have these criminals. You see that they're good in some ways, obviously not good in a lot of ways, and the show really highlights the weakness inherent in a lot of these people, and instead of making them better, you see them become tragic figures because of their weaknesses. And a lot of the time, that has to do with how closed-minded they are and how kind of, I don't know if ignorance is the right word to ever use to refer to anybody, but just they have an insular meaning it exists within itself kind of mindset where they don't get a lot of feedback from outside influences.
Mm-hmm.
So the way they think to today's standards seems very, very old-fashioned.
Mm. So it's not exactly a feel-good show. You don't watch that show to feel happy.
No.
So what do you gain from watching the show? Do you feel more introspective? Introspective meaning like you look at yourself more closely and into yourself and think about yourself more? Or is it purely entertainment, like dramatic entertainment?
A bit of A, a bit of B. It's certainly dramatic. There's some tension and suspense. And you do learn to like these characters despite their flaws and hope that they'll improve and end up in a better situation. And it's TV, you know, it's one of the earlier of these high quality shows that would be considered the television renaissance that's going on right now. Sopranos, and then Deadwood, and then Breaking Bad and Mad Men. All of these shows brought the serialized drama format to TV and an almost like Hollywood quality, a film-like quality. And Sopranos was one of the originators of that whole change.
Yeah, I remember when The Sopranos first became available, people were shocked at the quality and people were shocked at the storytelling because it was so different from anything that had appeared on TV up until that point. We had lots and lots of sitcoms. Like, I think it's like throughout the 90s, it was so many sitcoms, Friends and Will and Grace and Seinfeld and all of these really popular, fun to watch things. And the dramas that were available, like I jokingly talked about CSI as an example, it was kind of very predictable and kind of cookie cutter in some ways too. But then something like The Sopranos came onto the scene and it took everybody by storm, meaning took everyone by surprise, I think. Like viewers just really into it, it seemed like, from the beginning.
Yeah. Instead of being limited to all the drama and all the character arcs have to be confined in one episode, you have seasons that it can sprawl throughout. So you have characters who have arcs that last over the whole show maybe, or over multiple seasons, or just a few episodes. And you have so much creative ability with storytelling in that way.
Yeah, that's huge to be able to tell a story over a long period of time instead of having 22 minutes.
Of course, there is also an art to telling stories in those 20 minutes. And TV, over time, really perfected that model. There's value in both, but the serialized format just opened the floodgates of the complexity of stories you can tell. And then now we have Game of Thrones and Westworld and all these shows that owe their existence to pretty much directly Sopranos.
Really? So that was kind of the catalyst, the thing that started it all?
I would say so.
Or at least a major factor in that kind of shift in presentation. Exciting. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Have you seen all of it then?
I'm on the last season. There are 6 seasons.
Okay. I haven't seen it.
You should watch it.
Sounds good.
I hadn't watched it until this most recent viewing. And everybody talked about it the way I just did. Like, oh, it was one of the most important TV shows of all time. It's like, I guess I'll give this Sopranos thing a shot. I'm hooked.
Now here we are.
Here we are talking about it.
Good one. Well, thanks for all the hints. That was good. Sorry, I sucked at guessing.
You got it.
Took a while.
That's the important part.
Hey, we got there finally.
Hey.
Cool. All right. Well, those were the last things that we watched. Quite different. What was the last thing you watched? Leave us a comment and we'll read it. And then probably won't do much
We
else.
won't reply.
We probably
but
won't
we
reply.
will read it.
We will read it.
And we will judge you.
We will. We will. We'll read your comments on the next episode and be like, look at what this guy
Look at what
watched.
this guy said.
Yeah. We do every episode ends with this.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, we forgot to check in with
desk.
table.
Yeah,
or
desk. What do you think? As I thought.
Desk doesn't watch TV.
Desk supports TV only. All right, we'll finish that up. All right, so if you have any other comments or questions or media that you think would be good for people to watch, please feel free to let us know in the comment section of this video. Thanks very much for watching this episode of our English podcast. And if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check us out at EnglishClass101.com for some other resources for your English studies. Thanks very much for watching this episode, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.